So Disney is looking to be more mature these days, and they show that with their brand new show called Andi Mack. And that show has a plot twist in it that I guarantee that none of you will see coming. What's going on, YouTube? So, in case you missed the memo, Disney is trying to display more mature content on their channel. Oh, really? When the did this happen? Because I'm pretty sure it had to be overnight, or at least within the last couple of months, considering they just canceled one of their more mature shows on their network. But let's not get too much into that. At least I'm gonna try not to. But there is a new show that is premiering on Disney Channel in the beginning of April, I believe, but the first episode on the show is already out on YouTube and I think the Disney app as well. So if you do want to watch the first episode to the show, it should be very easy for you. Just search for it on YouTube and it should pop up. But this show is supposed to be Disney's most mature show so far, with the biggest plot twist that I guarantee you have ever seen on Disney Channel. A plot twist that you actually will not see coming a mile away. Now, I'm not gonna spoil it for you like I had it spoiled for me by a few different people. I mean, seriously, guys. Why would you tell me about a brand new show with a really big plot twist and just spoil that plot twist for me in the exact same sentence? Did it never even occur to you for even a split second that, maybe I shouldn't put the biggest plot twist in Disney history in the same sentence as I'm telling him to watch this show? Did that never occur to you even just one time? No offense, but some of my subscribers are just, you just don't think. And when I say no offense, you probably should take extreme offense, because it's just really annoying at this point. It's one thing if it was a troll that just hated me or something, but that's never the case. It's always a subscriber that actually likes me, that's giving me all of these spoilers that I do not want. But I digress. So I did watch the first episode to this show, and like I said, this show has a lot of hype surrounding it right now. So let me go ahead and tell you guys what I think. What do I think of the show that is supposedly supposed to take Girl Meets World as Disney's new most mature show on its network? Well, these are my first impressions. Does the show give off a mature vibe about it? Oh, hell yeah. It definitely gives off a mature vibe, and it's definitely a different vibe than most Disney shows that you're gonna find on Disney. They don't have a laugh track like you're gonna see with most Disney shows. The lead character is a girl of color, for people who care about that and maybe want more lead characters to be girls or guys of color. Me personally, it doesn't really matter to me if the person is a person of color or not, as long as the person is a good actor or actress and actually brings something, of meaning to the show. But it is still nice to see, somebody of color in the lead. But like I said, it's gonna take a lot more than that to make me want to watch a show. Now, to me, Andi Mack is one of those shows that it's kind of hard to not watch it without seeing all of the potential. Because the potential is, dare I say, it's borderline undeniable. It's there. The potential is there for Andi Mack to be something special. But as of right now, at least in my opinion, potential is pretty much all it has going for it right now. Because I didn't really enjoy the first episode very much, despite all of the potential that I did see. It just, I don't know, it just didn't really do it for me. I think some of that had to do with the acting, which I felt like at times was really good, and other times was okay, No. And as far as my own personal critique, this critique is probably not gonna be a lot of other people's critique, but I typically don't really enjoy shows where the lead actress or actor is really young. And by really young, I mean like 12 or younger. I feel like the younger an actor or actress is, the better they better be at acting. But I mean, that's just my own personal preference. I prefer older actors and actresses, at least, 14, 15 or older. The older the better as far as I'm concerned. Within reason, of course. But outside of that, the thing that really stuck out to me about this show, it was definitely the plot twist. Even though I saw it coming thanks to some of my lovely subscribers, it was still possibly the biggest plot twist in Disney Channel history. It was a plot twist so big that it kind of makes you wonder why Disney even picked this show up in the first place. Because this plot twist seems to be a little bit out of Disney's league. It doesn't seem like something that Disney would typically feel comfortable covering. Which is why, despite not being overly impressed with the first episode, is why I'm so intrigued with this show. I mean, any show that's gonna be not like most Disney shows deserves at least a chance, in my opinion. Any Disney show that is gonna try to stray away from the norm, it deserves at least one eyeball on it. Now, as far as this show being comparable to Girl Meets World, pretty hard to compare it after just one episode, but I'm gonna try to do my best. Girl Meets World definitely had more of a cheesy feel to it, and despite Girl Meets World covering a lot of mature topics, they did all of that with a very Disney-like feel. So even though Girl Meets World was one of Disney's most mature shows, Girl Meets World was still very much a Disney show, and you could easily tell that just by watching an episode or two. Andi Mack, on the other hand, at least going by the first episode, because obviously that's all I can go by as of right now, it doesn't really feel like a Disney show much at all. It doesn't really have the Disney vibe to it. It doesn't have the typical laughing soundtrack on it. It has a girl of color in the lead role, which you don't see very often. They're covering topics that Disney is usually shy about covering. And this is all supposedly because Disney is trying to be more mature. And I'm gonna try to find the article that says this, but apparently Disney is noticing with their demographic that a lot of older kids are watching their network. And according to them, kids are growing up a lot faster these days. Really, Disney? It really took you this long to figure that out? I guess it did. Because according to Disney, most high schoolers are still virgins. And 15-year-olds don't even know what sex is. You gotta love the world of Disney, let me tell ya. But Andi Mack officially premieres on April 7th on Disney Channel, so if you do want to continue to watch the show after you see the first episode, well, you won't have long to wait. And if you are looking for a more mature Disney show, one that is very different from the norm, you may be interested in giving this show a shot. And if you do end up watching it, let me know what you do think about it. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. Are you guys gonna give this show a shot? And if you do you think that it has a chance to be better than Girl Meets World? Let me know. But I'm done talking. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.